So let's get into it. So welcome once again. So on the table right here I have my pattern paper, my front pattern and my back pattern, which we have drafted the pattern on my previous video. Okay, if you're yet to see the tutorial on the pattern drafting, please click on the link below on the description box. Go and watch the pattern drafting and then get your pattern ready. Then you come back to this very video rather. Okay, because this one is the sewing tutorial. So and I have my beautiful African print. Okay, I have my beautiful African print right here. This is what I'm going to use. I want to cut out this 0.5-inch allowance that I added for the hemming allowance. Okay, I realized that if I use this extra 0.5 here on this finished part here where my band is going to join, it's going to be too wide, and I don't want the band to be extremely wide. Okay, I want it at least 2.5 inch to be 2.5 inches should be enough. But if I gone ahead with this, I think it's going to be too wide. So I'm going to subtract the 0.5 away from here, just here. Okay, not just here. So let's do that together. So this is okay. So initially mine, from my shoulder to my waist, it was 16 inches. Okay, from my shoulder to my waist, it was 16 inches. This is my bust line, 10 inches. Okay, so from my shoulder to my waist is 16 inches. So I added extra 1 inch. So 0.5 inch is going to be for the hemming allowance when we are done. Okay, so I'm going to start with my front. So if you watch very well, there is pattern on this fabric. So I'm trying to follow up the pattern. So it's advisable for you not to miss any step of this video, because there are some information when you miss out, you'll find it difficult to recreate your dress, most especially if you're a beginner. So it's advisable for you to follow up the process. Okay, follow the process from the beginning to the end. And once I'm done cutting my front pattern, I'm going to move to my back pattern. So the back pattern, you're going to cut it on fold. Okay, that is what I'm doing. Place your back pattern, cut it on fold. The back doesn't have the zip, like I said on my previous video, the back doesn't have zip, so you cut it on fold. So at the end of the day, you're going to have one piece. So the next thing, I need to prepare my pieces so I can cut my facing. So you can decide to use bias to pipe in your neckline, or you can use facing. So I'm going to use facing here, so that is why I'm preparing my facing. Okay, so I'm going to use my back pattern to I'm going to start with my back pattern first, as you can see. So when you're doing, just take your time. Okay, don't rush it, pay close attention. Make sure you place the facing to align with the fold of the pieces. Okay, place your fabric to align with the fold so that you have accurate neckline when you're going to uh join together. Okay, so you're going to take out your pieces, and then you're going to mark down 3 inches. Okay, that is what I'm going to do right now. Mark 3 inches below, 3 inches or 4 inches, depend how wide you want your facing to be inside there. So actually I took 4 inches, so that is what I'm doing right now. So let me open it and place it so you can see. So this is how it is. This is my back pattern, and the facing is ready eventually. So I'm going to move ahead to cut the front pieces. So what I'm doing here, I'm trying to get the fabric that I'm going to use for my front facing. So I need to make sure it's equally before I start cutting. Okay. So you're going to make sure you arrange it proper so you will not have a one side longer than the one side, okay? So just like you see me doing, you're going to take your time to arrange it proper, then you cut it out, okay? So you're going to mark 3 inches. I mark 3 inches here to cut the length of my facing. So my back and front piece facing, they are ready. So this is how it's going to be if you are going to place it together. So this is it for the facing, the cutting of the front and the back facing. Okay. So if you are new to my channel and you haven't seen the previous video, click on the link below because this is the continuation of the video. And if you're yet to subscribe to my channel, please do so and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy what you're watching. So guys, on the table here I have my all my pieces ready. My sleeves is ready. I cut, let me start from my sleeve so you understand much better. Okay, after cutting all my pieces, my front and my back pieces, and also I cut the facing. So I'm going to start from the sleeve to explain to you much better. Please pay attention here. Okay, so this is optional. Okay, on the table here I have my sleeve. The width of my sleeve is 16.8, let's say approximately 17 inches. Okay, so and the length of my sleeves minus the fold is 25.5 inches. Okay, so the width of my elastic channel which I kept is 1.5 inch on fold. Okay, so when I'm going to fix in my elastic channel, with my elastic channel measure 1 inch. Okay, so I want that 1.5 inch because of the space I want it to move around with my elastic channel. Okay, let me cross check the measurement to be sure. Yeah, 1.5 inch. Okay, so you're going to keep that space, and if you're going to use 0.5 inch elastic, then you can keep 1 inch elastic. Okay, so here is my 1 inch elastic. So while the length here, I'm going to fold in 0.5 inch for the rough edges to for the hemming allowance. And then my elastic channel, where at the middle, where I'm going to create that ruffle, is going to be between the middle of my sleeves here. Okay, so yeah, this is two of it. And then the next thing, let me explain to you about the, so here is my front piece, my two front piece. Okay, so um and I've already pinned my facing to it. So the next thing is to go and join them. So yeah, let me keep this aside to move on to the back. Here is my back pattern with the facing also. And then the next is my waistband. So my waistband is here, and the width of my band is 6 inches without fold. Okay, I want it to be 6 inches. So and by the time I'm joining it is going I will have the total width of 2.5. Okay, so when I join it I will have the total width of 2.5. And then let me cross check the length of it. The length of my band is 45.5 inches. This is going to be the this one is going to be the shorter part. So this is the long part that is going to go around my waist. So which I took, the measurement I took here was my waist circumference is 28 inches. Okay, 28 inches. This is where my round waist circumference is. Okay, and then I added extra of 25 inches. So let me take the measurement, take it again so you understand. 25 inches is the additional number that I added for my band. So if you want yours to be more longer, you can add more, but I think this one is okay. So the next one is the short band, the one that is going to overlap, the one that's going to be on top, which is going to be the short one. So I divide my waist circumference by 2, and then I added 35 inches long. Okay, the additional is 35 inches. So now I'm going to head to my machine now to start joining every piece of it. So I'm going to start joining my back facing, right? So I'm going to join my back facing with 0.5 inch. Uh, and I'm going to do the same thing to my front pieces and also to my all my band, right? So that is what I'm doing right now. So if you are watching to this moment, if you are still here to this moment, I want to say a very big thank you for watching. And if you do enjoy this video, do give this video a thumbs up. Okay, so on the edge of my band, okay, you're going to cut it slightly like so, and then you're going to stitch it down with 0.5 inch. All right, you're going to do the same thing all the way, all the band. Okay, slant it with give it a slant on the one part of the head. Okay, so I have done stitch all my pattern, and now everything is ready here on the table. um and I have turned them out, and I have also ironed every piece of it. So even my sleeve, I have also gone ahead to give it a good press, and also with all the rough edges, both the part that I fold for my elastic channel. Okay, so as you can see, unless if you don't have an overlocking machine, you can just fold in twice, and then you create your channel. So my back pieces is here. I've also ironed everything down, and also I have weave all the rough edges, okay, and give it a very good press. Same thing goes to my front piece, okay. Also iron, and also, yeah, I iron everything. Basically everything is ready. So the next thing now, I'm going to work for the sleeves. Okay, uh, okay, so first of all, we need to start from our bodice to get our dart, to insert our dart. Remember, there is a dart on this dress. Okay, so at this point I need to get my pattern, so we can walk through this together. So on the table I have my pattern paper, which I'm going to use to transfer my dart to my front pieces. Okay, so I'm going to place it on top of the fabric like so, so I can use my pin to pin it. I'm going to pin it down so I can transfer my dart. Okay, so if you're going to transfer your dart to your fabric, this is what you're going to do. You're going to place it there, and then you pin it. You're going to do the both side. Okay, so I need to make that bottom line visible, so I will know where I'm going to put my pin. Yeah, so I'm going to get my chalk to transfer the dart like you see me doing. Okay, I'm going to mark it like that, and the same thing I'm going to do from the bottom part, and I'm going to mark my center front. So that is my center front. All right, once I'm done transferring the dart, I'm going to remove the paper so I can make the line visible. To make it easier for you to know where you're going to draw out your line, okay, I'm also transferring my dart from the dart leg So I take 1 inch on the both sides. So I'm going to mark those points. I'm going to point them out so it will be easy for me to transfer the dart. So once I'm done transferring my dart, I'm going to unpin, take up my pattern, so I can use my pattern master to make that leg visible. So I'm going to do the same thing I'm going to do to the back. Okay, the other part of my pattern. So yeah, this is the second one. I'm going to repeat the same thing, and the same thing is going to be at the back. Okay, so just follow the process I'm doing. Wash carefully, okay, so that you get yours done and you have a good result. Okay, so if you're watching to this moment, I want to say a very big thank you for watching, and I hope you're enjoying the video, and I hope you're learning something. And if you learned something from this video today, please do give this video a thumbs up. You can help share this video with your soulmate. And if you're new to my channel and you're yet to subscribe, please, what are you waiting for? Please subscribe to join the family, and don't forget to turn on your post notification so you will get notified when another tutorial will be dropping. Okay, so yeah, and if you have anything you want to ask, feel free to leave your comment down below. Okay, I will be glad to get back to you. So the next thing I'm going to do, I need to iron those parts so I can use my hemi gum to hold those facing down, because the easier way for you to stitch down your dart without having anything interrupting, make sure you use your facing, use your hemi gum to iron down your facing. Okay, so by doing this, it will help you stitch down your dart easily without anything disturbing you. Okay, so I'm going to repeat the same thing all together with my facing, and also this is my back pattern. So I'm doing this one to the back, so I'm going to do the same thing to the front piece. So I have done uh iron all the facing to my front piece and also my back piece. So the next thing now I need to do, I need to head to the table, the sewing machine now, to stitch down all my dart together. Okay, you're going to repeat all the same step, both the front and the back. So I have done stitch down all my pieces, my darts rather. So the next thing I'm going to do, I need to get my armhole from my sleeve. So by doing this, I'm going to get one of my pieces, either the back or the front, but I'm going to use the back here. Okay, so place your two sleeves together, arrange it proper. Okay, arrange it proper, then you place one of your pieces. So like I said, I'm going to use my back pieces. Okay, I'm going to place it like so, like you see me doing. I'm going to place it like that, and then make sure you arrange it proper. So once you have done arranging it, and then you're going to cut it out. Okay, I know my fabric is too much pattern. You can see exactly where what is happening. I will try to zoom it so you can see it proper. So I'm going to cut it from that part where I place my back pattern to my sleeve, like so. So yeah, I have automatically create my armhole to my sleeves. See, my two sleeve is there. So the next thing, I'm going to separate them so I can make my, the band has this ruche. It has band on the ribs. So I'm going to take the measurement of that length. So it's going to stop somewhere there. So I'm going to take from the sleeve length from the top of my sleeves. Okay, I'm going to mark down from that part. I'm going to take a measurement of 18 inches. Okay, 18 inches is going to stop there. Okay, 18 inches is going to stop there, and I'm going to connect this line. So this is the bias I'm going to use. Okay, that is my bias. But first of all, I need to make this line visible. So I'm marking two line here. So where my bias is going to stay. So the reason for that two line is because I want a guideline. When I'm going to join my bias, I want a guideline, and it should fit exactly with that 0.5 inch bias. Okay. So that is why I connect two line. So it's going to be easier for me. So you should do that. It will help you more and guide you how to place get a straight line. So this is the elastic that I'm going to use, and it's measured 0.4. It's not up to 0.5, so it's 0.4 inch. Okay, so this is the elastic I'm going to use at the ribs part. So the next thing I will do now, I need to pin those my bias on top of those line that I drew earlier. Okay, so I can now go to my sewing machine to stitch it down to create my elastic channel. Okay, so moving on to the bodice. So my pieces are ready. I have gone ahead to weave all the rough edges and both the front and the back. So now it's time to show you how to join them together. You grab your back pattern, you place the right side facing up, okay, and then you grab one side of your front, choose this part that is going to go underneath and the part that is going to wrap on top. So this one is going to be the one that is going underneath, and it's also the part that I'm going to face my long band on. Okay, so while this one is going to be the one I'm going to face in my short band, and it's going to be the one that is going to wrap on top of my top. Okay, so you're going to make this decision for yourself, choose the part that you want, and then the next thing we're going to mark in the space where the band is going to pass on. Okay, from this part that I'm touching right now, I'm going to mark up 1 inch. Okay, mark away from the bottom part, you're going to mark up with 1 inch. Okay, here is the 1 inch mark, mark it above. Okay, so from that 1 inch mark now, so you're going to stitch it down just only from that part down. Okay, so from that 1 inch mark, I'm going to mark up with 2.5 inches. That is going to be the total opening where my band is going to go through. So I'm going to mark it there. So when I'm going to join it, I'm only going to join it and stop right there. Okay, so the space of 2.5 inches is going to remain. So from that 1 inch, I'm going to stitch from the 1 inch down. Okay, I hope you understand. So if you don't understand it, you can rewind it back again and restart afresh to understand it more. So yeah, but the other side you're going to stitch it close. You're not going to leave the space because it's the one the overlap is going to be. So but this part you stitch and stop where that 2.5 is. So now before I'm going to join it together, I need to know how many inches allowance that I added to my while I was drafting. Okay, so my boss is 34 divided by 4. I got 8.5. So this is where my 8.5 stop. So basically that is where I'm going to start my joining. Okay, I'm going to start my joining from that point. Okay, so when you're going to work on your own, make sure you take your round bust measurement first before you take any measurement, any allowance that you're going to use to join your top. Okay, so the total allowance that remained for my dress, my top rather, is 1.5. So that 1.5, I'm going to use it all to join my bodies together. Okay, so while the down is my waist. Okay, So I forgot my waist. So for my waist, I this measurement I took it together with the dart. So I was supposed to minus the 2 inches. So but later on, while I was joining it, I have a it was 1 inch allowance that I used to join my dress together. Okay, do your measurement like so before you start joining all your pieces together. Okay, so right now I want to transfer the allowance that I'm going to use to join my top together. So I mark up there 1.5. Okay, I mark up 1.5, and below the on top of the 1 inch, okay, I mark 1 inch. So it was 1 inch. I later took, like I said, that is 1 inch there. Mark 1 inch there. So the same thing I'm going to do for the both side. So once I confirm my measurement, I'm going to get my pattern master to trace those line out so I can know where I'm going to stitch my dress on. Okay, like you see me doing, I'm tracing out, making those lines visible so I will know when I go to my sewing table, I will know where I'm going to join to. The same thing I'm going to do for the other side of my top. Okay, so like I said, transfer all the marking out. So I'm going to do this for the other side of my top. Okay, so taking out, basically you're going to stitch all this part close. Okay, so once you have done, you're going to pin your pieces together, and make sure when you're joining it, don't let those your wrapping part to join together. I don't know how I'm going to call this one, but I'm going to show you in a minute. Okay, so you see, take this away. If possible, just pin it down so it won't get your way while you're going to sew them, so that you're not mistakenly and stitch everything close. Okay, so get them away so it will be easy for you. So now I can now pin this part and then head to my sewing machine to join them together. So you're going to pin it, and once you have done, you're going to head to your machine and stitch the both sides. Okay, so now I need to join all my bodies together. I'm going to repeat the same thing on the other side. So remember this part that you're going to start joining, and you stop at the where the 2.5 inch mark stop. Okay, and then you start from that 1 inch mark and stitch it down. Okay, don't forget that. So once I'm done, I'm going to trim off the threads and then move ahead to my sleeves. So here are my elastic band I'm going to use for my shoulder part. So the measurement I'm going to use is 7 inches. So you're going to take your armhole circumference measurement, and you're going to use it. So basically you're going to minus 1 inch, because that 7 inches you're going to join it with 0.5 inch on both sides. So the total allowance that you took from there is 1 inch. So the remaining one is 7 inches. Okay, I'm going to use the other one that I cut to place to cut the second one for my other sleeves. So the next thing, I'm going to work on the ribs on the middle part of the sleeve where the band is going to go through. So I also took 6 inches here, and then by the time I join it together, it's going to remain 5 inches. Okay, so placing the other one that I cut out together to cut out the second piece. So once I'm done, I'm going to grab my sleeves to fit in my elastic channel round. You know, I've already stitched it down, those 0.5 1.5 inch that I kept as allowance. At the end of the day, it was 1.25 inches in total that remained. So now I'm going to face in my elastic channel through my sleeve like you see me doing. Okay, you're going to repeat the same thing for all your sleeves. The same method that you see me doing, you're going to use it on your sleeves. Okay, so once you have done facing in your elastic channel, you grab your pin and pin the elastic to secure the other side, okay? So it will not move around even though if you're not holding it, okay? So how to fix the band, okay? I know a lot of you will have this question because even me, for the first time when I make this dress, I made this top, I was a little bit confused on how the band is being folded since we cut out the facing not double of the size of the front pieces, okay? So the facing is not up to enough to cover all this place for us to fit in our band. So and I come up with some idea of what to do. So now let me show you what you need to do, okay? So I have already fit in one of the, I haven't stitched it down though. I'll just pin it. So once I'm done, I will just head to the sewing machine. I will stop stitch it from here all together with the hemming of my top, okay? So please pay attention here, okay? So the first thing you will need to do here at the edge here, okay? You are going to fold in with 0.5 inch allowance. Okay, fold it inward like so. Okay, you're going to fold it like that. Did you see that? So you fold in and you iron. Okay, so you're, so can you see how it is right now? So the rough edges, you bury the rough edges inside. Let me call it bury. So I don't know how to put the other words to put it. So once you have done that, okay, once you have done it this way, so what you're going to do next, okay, you're going to grab your band. Okay, you grab your band and then you're going to fit in your band. So you fit in your band like so. Okay, so make sure that the band is facing in that like this way. Okay, you're going to place your band inward like so. I hope you're seeing what I'm doing because sometimes my camera is, I don't know. Okay, so you fit it in like so. Okay, and then you're going to flip it, this very one that you need to use to hem your top length. Okay, you're going to flip it backward like so, just like you see me doing. Okay, please pay attention. You flip it up, you cover it up like so. Okay, then you're going to iron it so it will stay put. So once you have done iron it, so the next thing you're going to do, you're going to pin it down so that this will not pull out, and then you pin this one also down from here. Okay, so now this is it. You can see how clean, how neat it is from the outside. So you're going to go to your sewing machine, you're going to top stitch it from here to hold it down, and then you top stitch the hemming allowance from the bottom part. Okay, you're going to do that, and once if you've done that, that is it for the bottom part. So afterward, then you're going to stitch down your sleeves. Okay, I've already done prepare my sleeves. I have fit in my elastic from the shoulder and from the wrist part, and I have also weave it, and yeah, I have weave all this part and then I have stitched it already, you can see. So the next thing I will need to do, once if I'm done fixing in my band, and then I'm going to fix my sleeve to my bodice. Okay, I'm going to show you how to do that, but first let me top stitch this one down. I will be back. So I have done stitch down my band. Okay, as you can see, my band is being stitched down, and I have also stitched down my hemming allowance 0.5 inch. Okay, so and I've already faced one of my sleeves off camera. Okay, I have stitched down my sleeves. So the next thing I'm going to, once I'm done with the second sleeve, then I'm going to head to my weaving machine and then I'm going to weave everything. I will show you guys when I'm done, but first of all here, let me show you how to fix the sleeves, okay? So you're going to grab your bodice, right side facing up like so, okay? And then you grab your sleeves, you're going to turn it out the right side, turn it out to the right side, okay? Once you've done turning it out, you arrange it proper so you can be able to face your in so you to come out neat, okay? Like you see me doing. So you get the part that you stitch, that's the part that you join your sleeve together. Get the part that you join your sleeve together and the part that you join your sides together, okay? The side of your bodies together, like so. Okay, make sure you place it to match with each other, okay? Take your time, don't rush it. You place it together, the right side facing the right side, and you're going to pin it. Okay, make sure you arrange it proper like you see me doing. And then you're going to use your pin to hold it together. So by the time you're going to go to the sewing machine to join it, it will not be moving around, okay? So you're going to grab your pin and then you're going to pin it like so, like you see me doing. And then you get the from your neckline, okay, the tip of your neckline to the tip of your sleeve, like you see me doing. Make sure you match it together. Make sure it's aligned together, okay? And then you're going to pin it there. Do the same thing for the other side, on the tip of your sleeve. So once you've done pin pin it down like so, you are going to head to the machine now to join. I'm going to head to the machine now to join my sleeve together, okay? So I'm going to start by joining it with 0.5 inch. So once I'm done joining it, I'm going to head to the weaving machine to weave all my rough edges. So I'm done fixing in my sleeves, and I have also weaved all the rough edges. As you can see, it looks so neat inside, and man, I'm really happy for the outcome of this dress. Though I have made it before, but this one, the sleeve, I really love how full the sleeve is. I'm going to put it on my mannequin real quick so you can see it completely, okay? So thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for staying up to this moment. I really appreciate. um if I hope you learned something from this video today. I hope you learned something new today. And if you do, please do give this video a big thumbs up. Okay, give this video a thumbs up, and you can share it too with your sewing mate. And also, if you are yet to subscribe to my channel, please subscribe, and don't forget to turn on your post notification, because another tutorial is coming really soon. Yeah, it's coming really soon. So I'm going to use the same material to create um, a gather skirt. If it's something that you're interested, you want to see the quick and easier ways to make a gather skirt for yourself, stay tuned for my posts and keep your post notification on so you will get notified, okay? So let me quickly go to my mannequin and put it onto the mannequin, and then I will show you, okay?